Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how to edit in the latest 2025 Iman Gadzhi style by recreating one of the animations from his recent video. So let's dive in. Okay guys, so let's start from making main composition. Let's name it main. Let's go with full HD and duration 10 seconds. Okay, now we have to import our pyramid here. I already pre-made for you pyramid, so it will be easier for you. So let's click new, solid. Name it pyramid, and now let's add here element 3D effect, then click scene setup. Okay, now we are in element 3D workspace. Okay, now let's click import and let's import our pyramid. You have all assets that you need on my Discord, to which link is in the description, so please check it. So let's import pyramid, click OK. Now go to transform and go to normal size and let's click here. Okay, here we have our pyramid. Now let's go to presets, to elite shaders, and I will use this preset. You will have that in the description on Discord as well, so click that. Okay, we have our texture here. Okay, now let's go to environment and let's put that input levels max on the left. Click OK, and now we are done with our pyramid here. Let's click OK here. Now let's go to element settings and go to group 1 and then go to create group null and click here create. And now we have null, thanks to which we are able to control position, rotation of this pyramid, because this pyramid is in group 1 in element 3D. Go to this rotation and let's set it to 34. Okay, like that. We can also already create a new camera here. So thanks camera, of course, we will be able to control our view. So let's create camera, click OK. Now you can also link null to this camera. So create null object, make it 3D, and let's link camera to this null object. Also, in my Discord, you will have a link to download this Motion Tools V2 script, and thanks to this script, you will be able to instantly create null for any layer. So you will just click on camera, then go to motion tools, click add null, and now we have already null that is 3D and that is linked to camera. So I really recommend to check my Discord and download all assets that I provided there. Okay, now we are going to add background to our animation. So I found something like this on FreePic. You can search for something like that or something a little different on FreePic as well. All, of course, on my Discord you have a link to exactly this texture. So let's upload this right there. Let's go to scale and let's put that to 57, for example. Let's of course move that below pyramid, and now let's add here a curves effect. Okay, this exactly effect, and let's make here graph, thanks to which we will be able to delete like all brighter areas from texture. So let's do something like this. Okay, or a little darker, probably something like this. Okay, perfect. Now let's add some stars on the background. So let's create new solid, and here we are going to use visible action effect, but also we need to add fill and set that to white. And now let's go to this option in settings for visible skater, and let's go to the maximum volume. Let's of course move that below pyramid, and in grid spacing let's set it to 10, and in ball size let's set it to 8. Okay, exactly like that. So our background for animation is ready. Now we also have to add text right there. Start a YouTube channel in 2025. So let's create new text layer like that. Let's use Monsterrat bold font. Let's set size to 66. Also let's go to character and let's click here. So we will make that font italic. Let's return to properties and let's write start a YouTube channel in 2025. Okay, and now YouTube will have different font because YouTube is our keyword in this text, and usually for keywords we use different colors for this exactly word or different font. In this case we are going to use different font, and it's going to be Garamond regular. Okay, click on this word and let's go here and let's disable all caps. from here. Okay, and now as you can see it's too small, so let's click on this word and let's make it bigger to size of the rest of letters, like this. Now let's go to scale maybe, and let's put this to 50. Let's make it 3D also. We can move that under cameras and stuff. And let's place that somewhere there. Okay, so we are done with our design. Now let's make animation here and then final touches as always. So let's go to this null that is linked to camera. Let's go to position and let's make first keyframe on first second, then go to 5 seconds. Let's create second keyframe. Let's go to first keyframe and let's put this position somewhere there. Okay, like that. Let's go to last keyframe and let's set that position to something like this. Okay, now we have to add a graph for this movement, so let's go to graph editor and our graph should look like this. Let's make graph like that. We can check that if it's clean, and as you can see, of course, it's perfect. Okay, now we need to add animation for our text, so we are going to use text evo script. You will have this script in my Discord as well, so let's open this script. Now let's click here at text evo. Now let's go to this option and let's set that to words. So basically our animation will be based on words, not letters, and this animation should start somewhere there. So let's move keyframes. Now let's go to text evo settings, go to transform, go to opacity, set that to 0. Now go to style, go to blur, set that to 40. And this animation is done. Okay, now last thing before final touches for animation. So we are going to create these strokes for pyramid that are disappearing, and at the end we have only strokes for last piece of pyramid here. So let's do that. It's going to be a little complex, but I will explain you everything. First, let's decompose everything here. Now open that, let's copy everything from there, go to main and copy that again. Now let's go to here, we can name that strokes, open that, let's remove from here everything a part of pyramid and null for that pyramid and camera. So let's remove background and text. Okay, like that. Now let's decompose that again here and let's add here fill effect. Let's set that to white, and now thanks Vegas effect all magic will happen. Let's add here Vegas effect. Now let's go to segments, set that to 1, then to blade mode, let's set that to transparent. Now white to 3, and now end opacity to 1, like that. Okay, and it's ready. As you can see, it's actually works and it's incredible. Just one small thing here. Let's go to image contours and let's set tolerance to 0. So thanks that we set tolerance to 0, it will be more detailed. Now last thing, let's set color to this type of red. Okay, click OK now. We can return to main composition and let's move this composition strokes above pyramid like that. Okay, now let's animate this. We are going to use mask to animate that like in original. So let's go to strokes, let's click on rectangle tool and let's create this type of mask. Now set that to subtract and let's set mask feather to 100. And now let's make first keyframe on 1 second, of course for mask path, and second a little ahead of 4 seconds, like there. Now let's go to first keyframe and let's move this mask on this first keyframe, like there. Let's go to second keyframe and here of course it's in a good position right now, so I will leave that right there, but it should be like that. Okay, now let's of course create graph for this movement. Let's go to graph and it should look like this. Right now everything's a part of final touches is done, so let's see how it looks like. As you can see, it's already really good, really clean, but we are going to add more things here. Okay, so let's start final touches. First go to our CC ball action and actually let's put opacity to 50. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's make some effects on adjacent layers. First create adjacent layer, then add here posterize time effect, set this to 16, create again adjacent layer and add here CC vignette effect, and let's set amount to 220. Now let's go to text and let's add here deep glow effect. Let's leave radius on 500 and exposure set that to 0.04 like that. Now let's go to our pyramid, let's add deep glow but set exposure to 0.02. Now let's go to our strokes and let's add here CC light sweep effect. This one. White let's set to 200, edge intensity to 80 and shape to smooth. Now we can move this point a little on the left so it's going to look like that. And now let's add glow here. I will use optical glow because it looks better here, but you can also use deep glow with normal basic settings. I will set alpha channel to extend and amount to 10 and size to 300 like that. Also you can see that in original we have very nice shadow on pyramid right there, so we are going to add that shadow. Let's go to pyramid and now let's go to element settings, go to render settings. Now let's go to shadows, let's enable this, go to map size and let's put here this and blur radius to 20. But also to make our shadow which we just created, we need to add something light there. So thanks light our pyramid will looks better, and also there will be shadow because there will be light, you know, you can't have shadow without light. Okay, so let's create a new light. Okay, it's going to be spotlight, so this, click OK. Now let's go to position and let's set that to 500, this position to minus 150 and this to minus 800. Okay, like that. As you can see, we got our shadows and pyramid also looks a lot better. But because of our light, as you can see, our text changed a little as well. So we are going to fix that because it doesn't look good right now. Let's go to text, let's go to material options and now let's put diffuse to 100, specular intensity to 100, specular shyness to 0, and now we fixed our text. Okay, and now our animation is 100% completed. As you can see, it looks incredible. I know that it looks a little different in original Iman Gadzhi animation, but I did what I was able to. Also, we created that 100% in After Effects, and probably team of editors of Iman Gadzhi used their Blender or other software to create that. So, you know, we did After Effects version of this animation. I hope you like that video. So, of course, you can give like, subscription, check my Discord where you can find a lot of cool stuff. Of course, also all assets for that video, but also some scripts, some free things from me. So please check that and bye bye.